give that just one quick tester. Okay. All right, welcome to Rock, Paper, Scissors, everybody. We got ourselves on the mics live here, and I am Brad. I'm one of the co-founders of AESA, and I'm joined by Scott, one of the creators of the RPS Royale. Do you want to tell me a little bit about it here while people join up using that code !RPS to join the link?
Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, thanks so much, Brad, for having me. And yeah, RPS is RPS. You know, the game that everyone's kind of super hyped. It's kind of got the chess-like depth to it of competition where we're all trying to best each other. But yeah, RPS. This particular RPS, I was super fortunate to kind of get a chance to work on this. It was I've been making games kind of by a hobby since kind of about early 2000s. So I am an old guy now, but I've been building software for about 15 years now and kind of hobbyist game development for about 20 years-ish. And RPS is kind of a culmination of a bunch of different multiplayer games and that I've tried to build over the years. And yeah, we kind of got together last August. Brad and I kind of chatted about the idea of bringing this to the online live event, and that's kind of where it was born. You know, we worked pretty hard on this prototype. About roughly, I think we had a very, very tight deadline of about 6 weeks to build this. So it was pretty intense, really long nights trying to get this out working and trying to get it as solid as possible so people can reconnect to the game and not have any kind of disconnection issues that we have. And yeah, it's during the process itself, I kind of doing all the coding. I'm not a very good artist at all. I try, but during that process, I kind of had a whole bunch of my programmer art in there. I don't know if any of you want to see the old version of it, but it was just like squares and circles and yeah, like poorly drawn scissors by me. And then yeah, about 3/4 of the way through the project, we actually got in. Brad kind of got me in contact with Jace that everyone just saw in the last talk there, and so we kind of talked about getting this done. And yeah, Jace kind of came in, gave a new facelift to it, new paint job, and yeah, we were able to kind of get it out. I think on time in that event.
Yeah, it was certainly a squeeze, wasn't it? I mean, it's kind of the thing that is so impressive is you talk about our rock, paper, scissors and how both simplistic it is, but the depth it has. I mean, everyone knows rock, paper, scissors and the basic three choices and what they tend to favor, but not everyone knows what it's like to play in a long format rock, paper, scissors event where you have to go against many opponents and kind of learn and study along the way. And it's the kind of thing that can and certainly could be represented by simple, it says rock. It doesn't even have to be images. It could be text. Everyone knows the game well enough that you don't need it. But Jace's skill set really brings to life and has expression behind what rock, paper, scissors is. And that's something that I really valued as we built this game. And I say we, I didn't really do much, but taking what we had at Salt Flats, which was the original experience of everyone lining up, playing rock, paper, scissors. Whoever loses goes to the back of the venue and just watches until there's only one left, and people are screaming. And we wanted to make sure that experience still felt the same, still felt like rock, paper, scissors at the end of the day, which is a very difficult thing to do online because you don't see your opponents. You can't make jokes with them in the same way. It's very difficult to psych them out and have fun in that sense. So we really wanted there to be some expression and seeing who your opponent was and seeing the bracket grow and watching their choices and really having way more expression there. So I mean, huge thanks to Jace for bringing out a lot of that piece, and of course, huge thanks to yourself, Scott, for making it possible. This wouldn't have happened if you weren't doing this. So I really think that's something amazing that we're doing here.
Yeah, no, absolute blast to work on, and that whole I don't know, being able to compete online, right, has kind of changed the dynamic of a lot of things, right? You can't see the sweat going down someone's face, you can't see the expression in their eyes or whatnot, but you still have an insane amount of mind games to play here when you throw the same hand as someone else, right? How many decisions run through your head about what they're going to do next? Because you'll argue for every single combination in many different ways. So it's super fun to see.
And I just want to remind everybody that exclamation point RPS will give you the link to join to take part in this event. And obviously you'll see your name scrolling through the screen. We've got a couple of returning champions, some well-known names through here, so some really exciting stuff. But I suppose it's about time we talk about what they're playing for. Why are you joining Rock Paper Scissors? Of course, besides the joy that is to play Rock Paper Scissors online, see everyone in the chat spamming rock, spamming paper, seeing the stress of who's going to take it all. But there's got to be a prize at the end of the day. There's got to be something, and we have so many awesome people participating in Edmonton Direct that we got to have something big, right? So let me tell you, there's going to be 2 winners today and 2 winners tomorrow, and there are a selection of 3 prizes for them to choose from. So if you are in first place, you will have the first pick of these 3 items. First is an iPhone 12, which is a 64 gigabyte iPhone 12 that is black. It's 64 gigabyte iPhone 12. We also, and that's valued at approximately $1,129 Canadian. We have a Google Pixel 5S 128 gigabyte black, which I believe is valued at about $800-900 Canadian. And we have a Firecuda Gaming SSD external 2 terabyte hard drive with an MSRP of $669.99 Canadian. And those are some incredible, incredible prizes. And it's all courtesy thanks to some of our sponsors here. And I want to talk about TELUS put together these phones for us, and they're actually brought in by the CTO of TELUS, Ibrahim Gideon, on behalf of the TELUS engineering community, which just goes to show that the depth that TELUS has beyond what you think of the phones, which of course we have to give away, but the whole community. Like TELUS goes into engineering and goes into internet and goes into all the different things you know them for, but there's so much learning beyond the scenes there. So we got to thank TELUS for bringing in the iPhone and the Google Pixel for us, which there is for today and tomorrow. And we also have the Firecuda Gaming SSD brought in by Seagate. Seagate being a phenomenal sponsor. Both of these companies have other things for us to give away and include in our VIP boxes, as well as throughout the event. So definitely huge shout outs to TELUS and Seagate for everything they've done for us. And I definitely want to personally shout out. I'm very thankful of Dallas and Kagan, who've done a lot for us personally. So thank you so much to those teams there. We have some really phenomenal prizes, altogether over $2,000 worth of stuff for these people to pick from. So that's going to be really exciting. Yeah.
Unreal. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you think about all the times you've been when I was young, begging my mom to pick me up a phone because I was, struggling. I had my flip phone, Nokia, or my Razor, and it was, it had a cracked screen. It was falling apart. It's like, I don't know if we just can't really we can't break our contract, and it's going to be really expensive. Just imagine being handed, here you go, iPhone 12, top of the market, boom, in your hands. That would be, actually, even the co-founder Victor of AESA still has a Google Pixel 1 that he's been holding on to for all this time. So really phenomenal options here, and something kind of for everybody.
Wow. That phone, that's got a cord with it too, right? You still plug it into the wall?
The Pixel 1 has the aux jack. I mean, it's a time. The headphone jack is the relic of old time that I think we all I still cling on to whenever I get the chance. So one more reminder that it is exclamation point RPS to click on that link and join the round. Let's see if we can hit that 200 person mark. We'll give everybody about 3 more minutes here before we get started. I'm sure we can easily hit it. Tell your friends, get them in. Anybody can win here. We want to have a big game of rock paper scissors. All right.
Yeah, we're getting close. We're at 199 right now.
199, incredible. It's always awesome to see some support for Edmonton, and as always, check out everything we got going on at the event. There's way more than just rock paper scissors. You can check through the Smash GG, through the Guidebook would be a phenomenal way to see what we got going on. I'm really excited. How many rounds is this actually? Is that 9 rounds of rock paper scissors? 9 halves, I think we're at.
Pretty. It's usually around that 8 rounds, 8-9 rounds. Yeah.
That's awesome
for that amount. gets halved every time, right? So
what always amazes me is how we can sit here, we call out the exclamation point RPS, we call out everything, and people are still flying in at a pretty impressive rate. Like I always worry when I cut it off that there's going to be somebody who's just that 10 seconds too late that's missing out on the hottest esport of the season, rock paper scissors.
Yeah, no, it is amazing. It just keeps coming in just pretty much at the same pace from the beginning. So
yeah, we're up to 2:10, and I've got 2 more minutes. Again, exclamation point RPS in the chat. Well, I'll take a moment. Let's go through all of the competitors here, because I want everybody to get a chance to see their name, make sure they are in there. And if you do have that little disconnect symbol on your name, make sure you refresh and join back into the same username. It should just connect you right back in, no problem.
yeah, and likewise when the tournament starts too, if you're still seeing waiting for match, just refresh your page. You may just not have got the message to start. So, but yeah, I saw a few people name themselves like iPhone 12. I saw a couple coming in with Pixel 5.
Now, that does bring up a really important point. It is important that at the end of this all, we are able to identify the winner. So if you are using a name that is not typically your own, first of all, I don't recommend it, but if you've already done it, just make sure that you save that win screen. There is a very particular win screen that only one person gets to see. So save that one. A good recommendation is to message it to us, or we always like to see that winner tweet, that completely humble, reasonable winner tweet. Always that comes at Esports Alberta when you win. We love to see those screens, and it gives you an opportunity to share that you won, and then we can verify you. Just make sure you do save it. Save some kind of screenshot or something so we can prove it. Otherwise, we will have a little bit of troubles verifying you if you used a silly name like Scissormain.
Scissor main, rock main.
There's
So
always
another
a
one
few
is
of them, yeah.
scissors, GG.
Or the person who forgets to change their name, so they just come in as player,
Yeah. Actually, this time, this version actually clears that out. So if that player was there, they typed it in. So,
oh, really? Okay. Well, there you go. We got an actual player under the name player. All right. Well, we're at 2:15. At 2:15, we've managed to hit this one. Let's I guess without further ado, one last chance, exclamation point RPS. Is anyone going to sneak in there before I hit start?
And just a reminder, this is a best of one here. So this is a single elimination. You will get knocked out if you lose here.
Yeah, it is a single elimination bracket. We do best of 3 in terms of the matches until later on, but you are going to have one shot. You don't have a lower bracket once you lose. You gotta make sure you win on the first try. No, don't sandbag this one. Don't go easy. No Johns later on. All right. So with that said, we're gonna shuffle all the opponents here into best of 3 rounds, and that is the cutoff. If you didn't make it in, it's too late. But now you have your actual opponents. And without further ado, Scott, do you want to say the honors?
Let's start this round. Round 1. Fight.
Let's go. All right, so as we analyze through this, for people that are new, you're going to be seeing the matches actually update live on the screen. And again, if you are desynced or you're not seeing updates, just refresh your game. But we can see there's already a number of, and we see it all the time. Paper is such a huge pick in these brackets. We see paper all the time, and you can already see a number of papers being thrown out in this game.
And a round already over. We got Cali taking on X Matter there.
Yeah,
quick 2-0, super
Spooky
quick.
over Kairos, Troner over Ryan Manana. There's so many games happening so fast.
Yeah, I can't. There's still a couple disconnects, so again, try to refresh if you can.
Yeah, make sure you get yourself in there.
Well,
Rock holding steady, not making a choice against Android Ma.
Yeah, I'm still seeing. Oh, there was a paper win there. Airy versus Zed.
RPS Lord just won with paper, clearly proving the strategy here. The paper being strongest. Naotis over Milk. Naotis, one of our previous champions. We got to keep an eye out and see how many of these previous champions we can find. Rock using scissors, absolutely cheating in the face of their name. Lemon Lau over Captain Marvel. We got players that are ancient 2006 Smash players in here.
Yeah, those.
Jimbo over Alpha Man, Neon Gold over Sheephair, Rubik's over Nachos, Glass Yeti, Glass Eye Tiger. My apologies. It's shortened there versus over Tommy Cherry. There's so many games happening here so fast.
Yeah, it's coming in fast. So with this many players in here, right, we're getting matches that finish all at the same time. So trying to catch them all here.
It's really exciting to see, especially because we have, I'm not one to carry much of a bias, but I don't shy away from calling out when my own team does well. So I'm always very proud of them to make it past the first round. The AESA team has a history of losing round 1 or 2.
Yeah, they're really fast. It's pretty amazing. No,
We're doing good though.
Ash though taking a 2-0 there.
Got Scissor Main against Enkai here, stalling out the timer, seeing what they can read their opponent some way here.
Yeah. Loloff as well. There's another ASA.
Yeah.
Marker. Got a few matches still left to go. There's a little bit of a match counter error there, so don't worry about the.
This means they were so exciting we had more than we intended.
Yeah.
Looks like everybody's finished up except for that one here. Yeah. And they're drawing out the time. Got Scissor Main and Enkai here.
Just running the timers down.
Enkai's thinking rock here. I think Enkai is seeing Scissors Main going, yeah, they probably play scissors, so I'm gonna throw rock. I'm really excited to see. See.
Oh,
I'm
scissor.
telling you, they should have listened. They should have listened to their head. You know, you don't doubt your own intuition. You gotta go with your heart. Scissors Main, clearly with their heart.
Like you have to think he was gonna fall back to the scissors, right? But you just never know for sure.
Yeah. But that means we are done that first round, so we can create our next sets and bring everyone back into line here. Now, some cool things that we can do to show off is we actually have this graveyard of names of everyone who lost in the last round. And these are your fallen comrades. We feel bad for, we saw Enkai, we see Kofi, we see Inomics for another top player. A lot of recognizable names in here too. Everyone knows them. Paper fan out, but paper still seems to be in. I don't see them yet.
Yeah, no, still seeing those sad hands though.
Well, the championship mentality of paper. They would not be out round 1, I'm sure. However, I do want to highlight and show you all something really cool. So we were talking about the change to online rock paper scissors and what that can mean. Well, we have stats, we have data, we have all the different things that you can't get in person easily because we are playing this online. So what's really cool is analyzing the way people play, and I think there's a clear advantage for paper in this scenario, and a little bit of a rock disadvantage with rock win percentage being at 26%, and I think that's really hurting the rock mains right now. I would think that rock is maybe not the best choice, but at the same time, are you going to look at these stats and say, oh, you know what, paper's winning a lot, I'm going to switch to scissors, which is the perfect time to switch to rock. I mean, if you ask me, after 847 hands thrown, rock being this low, I think that the mind game is to go rock. Now, maybe that's a bit of a bias.
Yeah, but look at that, 54 paper ties. That just means like so many people trying to win with that paper win, right? And both sides attempting that.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, hey, look, I've never been known to be biased towards rock, but if I was, I would think, rock's a good choice here. Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's play the round. There's 108 people remaining, 54 matches to go. Let's get going with round 2.
Round 2 start.
So who's been standing out in the crowd to you here, Scott? Who's really standing out in terms of the names here? Who do you think is leading the pack?
That's a good question. There's so many competitors here. It's really hard to zero in on any one of them. But I am always surprised too. The AESA had such a good battle against statistics in their loss streak, right? So I'm quite I'm excited to see pretty much that team go far.
I mean, I'll share my biases. I've got Callie on lock. Callie's been crushing early on every round. We've got Loloff doing very well. I think RPS Lord and Rockmain is a match everyone should be watching very closely. They both have a lot of potential. I see Glass Eye Tiger doing well against Scissors Main. And Naotis, obviously a champion among champions. Got to keep an eye out for them.
Definitely. Someone with past wins right in their belt, they're they gotta be watched.
Yeah, they've proven it, right? They've shown off what they can do. And I mean, I'm still looking. I know Paper was in here, but maybe they did get eliminated. We didn't notice them. I think there'd be a chance. Scissors. Now, see, Scissors is up front. Scissors is Scissors, but did they pick Scissors? We'll never know.
Yeah, I did see Scissors earlier because there is a Scissors main, but I don't see them anymore. So,
Yeah.
who is the true Scissors?
We got Cool Beans over J Thanks. We've got Sean over B-Win. Got Scissors over Q-Dog. Timmy Turnt over Ash. Spencer over appears to be Poggers. We've got XD over I'm not even sure. Extrodius over Zeds. Rodney over Oh My Gosh. Paid Actor over Me First. S over Vanilla. I'm going to say Vanilla Chai Latte here. There's so many matches. Is there any still going here? Or did they all manage to finish while we were chatting?
They look good. I'm not seeing any more.
Yeah. Wow, we got lots of fallen comrades as always. Dusk Riven a regular, Ace a regular.
Oh,
we got Alberta.
Neon Gold.
Represented. Oh, Kyle Itzy, one of our own panelists. I apologize. A hero among men, but unfortunately not a winner of rock, paper, scissors,
Yeah. I saw also Neon Gold there, who also will be speaking on the stream tomorrow. They have a very large losing streak as well, so I'm seeing they're still in the tournament. So really
great point. I
exciting
mean,
to see.
how much does luck come up in these games where you can only lose so many times in a row before you have to get past round one?
Yeah.
And there we have paper did show up against Loloff here, so we do have a match to watch from two top competitors. And like you said, Neon Gold still in here.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. Now, of course, we're going to take a quick look at the stats.
See how they've changed a little bit.
The important thing to note, now this is a big thing to note, is each round there is less hands thrown because there is less matches. So the stats only skew so much from the beginning of the event. So Rock going up 4 or 4.5% of wins since that start is huge. That means Rock was way more successful in the last round than Rock was previously. Paper, on the other hand, is still holding pretty steady, and Scissors basically unchanged. So, I mean, it looks like some people just swapped off of Paper to Rock, and it may have worked out for them.
Yeah, definitely. We still see that paper count has been climbing up, though the paper tie count, right, it went from 54 to 78. So yeah, that's still climbing pretty fast.
Yeah. And it's something that we see, a lot of competitors spend their time. They think about their mains. They think about what they're going to throw. Are you someone who's committed to paper? Are you going to be a multi-main? Do you like to go paper and scissors? Do you really play your opponent, or do you play based on your best strategy, right? That's something you got to consider. And we'll let them think about it going into this next round here. So round 3. At this point, I would think, okay, if I've been winning with paper, I've been winning paper this whole time. I don't know if paper's going to continue to be the right call. Look at how many scissors just crushed paper all at once on screen. Clearly a strong competitor in scissors here.
Yeah, you could just see that across all of these matches being played on the stream right now.
Newbie over newbie. Loloff taking paper with paper. Spooky over Daxelfrax. Daxelfrax, another known top-end competitor. Really crushing it.
Oh, paper just pulled out scissors for tying it up. One piece.
And another tie. Ooh, it's getting close. We see Tommy Boy and Paper main. Cool Beans over Lemon Lao. Such a sad loss to see, but Cool Beans absolutely deserves it. Yeah.
Oh my God, Neon Gold over Fendi. Is that how you say it, with a 4?
I would maybe Andy.
Probably Andy.
Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, Lola, paper's out.
Our
last champion, paper, eliminated in round 3. Almost an embarrassing run for such a champion. I mean, the kind of person that we would see winning regularly,
Yeah.
Zane over Rubik's. Let's check in at the lower side here. Got Power Chick over S. Sneaky Cheat over Actor. Timmy Turnt over JJ. Extrodius and Dang Nabbit stuck in extreme ties. iPhone 12 out. We knew what they were going to pick when they won, but they did not win, unfortunately.
Like, when you think about it, right, there was 218 people in the tournament when we started, right? Now we're in the round of the top 54, right? So, like, it goes fast. And,
It goes
you know,
extremely fast.
Yeah, and anyone getting knocked out right now, right? Just hang your head high. You made it to the top 54.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You made it to, you know, 3/4 of the bracket already eliminated at this stage. You know, it's the kind of thing that really you start sweating at this point. Now you're thinking, oh, well, I mean, if I did win, what would I pick? Would I pick the iPhone? Am I more of a Google Pixel fan? You know, or am I, you know, am I really needing the Seagate? Like, I would love an external hard drive. I have so much trouble with all my game installs. I was looking to install Mass Effect Legendary and I don't have enough space. Like, what the heck? I could really use that personally. But certainly at this point, you're starting to sweat. You're starting to taste, you know, what you might be doing with an iPhone. You're looking up the recipes. You're doing a cooking stream with its incredible streaming capabilities. I don't know. That's for you to think about. I'm not in the bracket at this point, you know. Certainly it's something you want to start sweating on, though.
Yeah, definitely. Top 27.
Once again, actually, we see a Scissors win percentage drop. Rock win percentage continues to climb slightly, and Paper holds strong. So Rock really stealing it away from Scissors at this point after 1,500 picks thrown.
I know they do say Alberta is kind of a rock.
Something
rock
about the
province.
Rockies. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Ooh, and actually,
It's the
we can
rock and
highlight
roll.
something cool here. We've got Hyper versus a bot, so we have an uneven number, so a bot comes into play, which is exciting because if the bot wins, you get eliminated, but if you beat the bot, it doesn't add a spot in. So the bot can really affect how the bracket plays out long term.
Definitely. So we'll see if Hyper's got what it takes to take out this new written bot.
Yeah, let's
new
take
AI.
a look. Yeah, it no longer just throws Rock. I apologize, Hyper. I know it was an easy win in the past, but now you're going to have to really think about that one.
Yeah, there it goes. This shows some paper going across.
Oh,
we
and
got...
some matches are already finished. These people are not timer scammers. They don't wait to see what happens. They just want to go right into the next match. You know, why are we even talking? Speed this up. I want to win that iPhone. I can see it already.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just amazing how fast they throw it, and Hyper did take out that bot. So that bot is...
All right, Hyper living. Hyper doesn't have to go home in shame going, who'd you lose to? Well, it's a long story, you know. I played a long round. I made top 27. You know, I did really well. I lost to somebody. I don't even remember their name. They went on. I think they won. It's who and Welch's versus you know what? That's DK Fire Drum. I'm gonna go with. Yeah, that's probably it.
There's Scissors. Something we've been watching this last couple rounds here, but Scissors has been knocked out by the one and only Neon Gold.
I think Neon Gold just figured it out. They looked and went, wait a minute, this is Scissors. I just go Rock. It was so simple all along. You know, didn't really think about it, but in fact, actually, I just go Scissors or Rock. I mean, and that was a quick round. It's already over. Look at that.
Yeah.
I mean,
super
we got
fast.
Geki over Mari. We got Glass Eye Tiger over Power Chick. We got Green Shore versus Sneaky Cheat. We got Yubi over Zane. Zane's out. Callie's out. Look, this is a round where a lot of top competitors got knocked out really fast. You know.
Yeah, super fast. It's getting down to the wire though. This is.
And how many are left? There's 14 people left at this stage, which is incredible. Imagine 218 people, and you're one of the top 14 here. So we take a quick peek at the stats again. Rock holding steady. Scissors went up and Paper went down. So I think there's a lot of thought process going into this. Again, Scissors doing very well, but we saw Scissors themselves lose to Neon Gold. So maybe if you're against Neon Gold, you're thinking, I gotta go Paper. Neon Gold beats Scissors. What is Neon Gold's strategy? Obviously, it's got to be Rock, right? This is the point where you start formulating. You know, you've read your RPS history. You've looked at some of the greatest matches of all time, like Paper versus Callie, and Naotis versus Brad's mom. You know, you see Keo Kitten crushing out the competition. You've seen those matches. You know who's won. You know the Paper percentages, and you're thinking, yeah, this This is the 1978 Rebellion bracket. You know, this is where Tchaikovsky and Allen went head to head, and Allen won it out with a paper in the final second. So you know what? Maybe this is the time I reenact that. Not everyone knows the 1978 matches. You know, bring back the history of rock paper scissors. You know.
Yeah. Well, one of the key things with that is that you know, the Alberta Esports Association YouTube channel has replays of all these tournaments, so you can actually start watching the replays and start getting back into the head of these competitors, right? Trying to figure out what they previously played and how they played and their timer runs, all that.
Absolutely, it's the kind of thing. That you know, the greatest competitors think about, and that's where round 5 really sits. We're now at the greatest competitors, you know. So let's see what they do. Yubi over Freelo, Spooky over Hogeki, round 1 already. Extrodius over a blanked out name. We got Hyper over Welch's, Spooky over Hogeki. Loloff still holding strong in Screen Short. It's incredible.
Oh,
Shout
Hyper
baby.
taking a 2-0 there over Welch.
Loloff as well, Hyper over Welch's. Oh my gosh, it's so fast. Let's see if Shout Babyful can come back against Neon Gold, which they cannot.
Oh my, 2-0. Incredible. We got
Crisis over Glass Eye Tiger. Glass Eye Tiger, we were following them this whole way. Unfortunately did not continue forward. Free ELO over Yubi. And Spooky and Hogeki locked in a paper matchup here.
Well, that's just a high five, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Sportsmanship.
Yeah, that's the sportsmanship. After this long into the bracket, you just go, hey, you know what? Let's stall this round. Let's throw it a high five. I'll chat with you a little bit later. You know, we'll catch up another time here.
Yeah. This is a very, you know, pandemic safe high five, right?
Absolutely, digitally. You know, making sure to protect yourselves and others.
We've got Spooky. You know, the timers are running down a little bit. Geki really trying to get into Spooky's head right now. Oh, and can't do it. Spooky taking over Hugeki.
Absolutely. Wonderfully played by Spooky. Hugeki, of course, a champion among champions. Absolutely deserves to have made it this far. And unfortunately, out at round 5, you know, still top 14, you know, still very respectable of 218 people, but not quite top 7, which is what we're looking at right now. Of course, you've got your top, well, there's technically 8 matches here, but we've got Neon Gold versus Crisis. We got Hyper versus Spooky, Free Yellow versus Loloff, and a blanked out name versus a bot.
Let's see. This is actually a chance of creating a pretty unique situation here. So we'll see how this round plays out.
Certainly, if the bot were to win, that would allow us to have a 3-way tie, which has a very unique rule. But we'll see if we get to cross that path today. We've done it a few times. I do want to highlight that the stats have changed very little. Of course, there's less hands thrown, but there's up to 1,700 hands thrown. And paper is about to cross that 100 tie threshold. At this point, you know, you're this far into the bracket, you feel some confidence. You're going to throw out some papers just to get that number up. You're like, hey, you know what? I'm actually not a paper man. I'm just going to throw it out because it's kind of funny. You know, I can spare that. I can spare that extra time. I can spare that loss. You know, it's kind of funny. Let's get that paper tie. You know, Hyper and Spooky are looking at each other. Yeah, let's throw paper round 1. It'd be really funny if we did that. If we just tied through paper round 1. But let's see. Let's see if they commit. Let's see if maybe Hyper's lying and Spooky's gonna throw paper and Hyper's gonna cheat with that scissors in. Like, you know, absolutely tricked you. Mind games of its own. Let's see what they do. I'm watching closely. Are they gonna high five? Oh, they did it. See, that's a champion's mentality right there. That's how you know that they both respect the game enough to take a step back and really enjoy it, you know? They just high five a couple times, go, hey, gang, you know what? Let's enjoy this. Let's make the most of it. We made it here. We're on the stage. Let everyone see what we have to offer. Of course, we have Loloff and Free ELO tied up. Lots of ties here. Everyone trying to get that paper number up. The bot won!
Oh my, the bot. I saw that the bot and our new name was tying, well, 4 rounds in a row with scissors. So they were neck and neck there.
Our first of the top 3 is Loloff. Crisis and Neon Gold, still no points on the board. Neon Gold makes it with a scissors. Hyper up over Spooky. You're trying to secure into the top 3 here. The top 3 is such a dangerous position. Only 2 people get prizes. Can you make it to the top 3 and still lose? Neon Gold over Crisis. Hyper and Spooky locked 1-1. What's gonna happen?
Oh my, I'm on the edge of my seat. This is getting
Oh,
intense.
Crisis and Neon Gold 1-1. They're sweating. This is the point where you want to make every moment count. Do not rush into any decision whatsoever. Make sure you think every moment through. Neon Gold and Crisis tie again. And that's when they start stressing. There is a tie counter. If they tie too many times, they both lose. Hyper and Spooky also running that time counter. You get 20 ties in a round before it auto continues. Crisis over Neon Gold. No.
Oh no, Neon Gold.
Quite the run.
That was
incredible run.
Incredible run, but it's absolutely amazing. Oh, and there we go, Spooky taking out Hyper. But it is pretty amazing. This final round got to 3 games in every single match here. So that's even with the bot. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is how you can tell the top level of play here. You know, they really are able to respond to each other and learn after each moment. They're not just throwing out hands randomly. They're actually taking that time to think and go, what is my opponent going to do next, and build that comeback incentive. You know.
Definitely.
So now there's something really special here. The 3-way round. Now, some people have been around a while and know what the 3-way round is. But this 3-way round is something very special. For those asking, there is more RPS tomorrow, same time. We'll see you there. Anyways, the 3-way round is something where we didn't want to just throw in a bot and have the chance that the bot wins and then it just goes down to like 3-1. That's not exciting. What we do in person is we line them up all 3 together, and they actually will throw rock, paper, scissors at the same time. And what it means is the winners the 2 winning players have to completely win over the third. So what that means is there has to be 2 rocks over 1 scissors, or 2 paper over 1 rock. 2 scissors over 1 rock does not win, and 1 rock does not beat 2 scissors. There's not enough power there. It has to be a complete victory. So this is where you want to select a competitor to mind meld with and really think about what you're going to be picking. And let's see what they do.
Yeah.
We'll give them a shot. You know, we got Loloff, Spooky, and Crisis here.
Yeah,
and I think that having seen all the paper at this point, would you think you'd want to go paper, or is this where you really want to dial back and go, wait, no, they're going to go paper, so I want to go scissors?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite rounds to kind of witness, because it's just such a different way to play and a different way to think. But it's
and there it is, rock, paper, and scissors.
It's all 3 choices thrown down.
Yeah, you're really thinking about it, you know. Ooh, another rock, paper, and scissors. They're all swapping. They can't set on a single option, you know. Oh my God, they're changing.
No mind meld, I see. Yeah. Throughout.
Oh, it takes time. Oh, 2 papers and a scissors, but it's not enough.
Yeah, there we go. That's that. You know,
the meld is starting to happen.
Be a win.
Yeah, the meld is starting to happen, but is it strong enough? Oh, back to rock, paper, scissors. I mean, what do you do in this scenario? You don't want to be the one left out, but you want to make sure that you are the winning hand. Again, 2 paper over scissors. They're starting to think. They're starting to combine, but they're just not getting the right choice over the other ones here.
Ooh. Oh, there we go. Oh. 2 papers over a rock.
After that many ties, Loloff, poor Loloff. Just
so close to the prize.
Out. Yeah, ice cold, Spooky, and Crisis thinking, no, we want these prizes. It's time. It's time. We've been on the same team this whole time. They throw up the cape.
There is an opportunity for some collusion there, right? And working together, but there's no way to organize that.
Well, and we certainly keep a close eye behind the scenes. I know sometimes people will try to enter with multiple accounts. I know sometimes people will try to enter, their friends and family and try to work together with them. But we do keep a very close eye behind the scenes for that kind of stuff, and do be aware that if you are the kind of person who wants to cheat or gets caught cheating, we have every opportunity to disqualify you as well. So we don't want to get into that if we have to, but we are capable of doing so. Yeah. But focusing on the match here, poor Loloff out in 3rd place. Unfortunately, no 3rd place prize. Hate to see it happen.
Other than bragging rights, that's incredible to make it all the way to this round here.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. But this brings us to our finals.
The final with a best of 5 this time.
Between the Crisis Pizza, finally revealing their full title, and Spooky.
What's going to happen?
Let's take one last look at the stats before we draw in this final close. after 1,783 hands thrown. We have 101 paper ties. We have a paper win percentage of 36.99%, a scissors win percentage of 33.64, and a rock win percentage of 29.37. Looking into this match, what would be the first hand you threw, Scott?
Oh my god, I don't know. I'd probably throw dynamite.
You throw dynamite. See now, I had to take a moment to think. I was trying to think of like what, dynamite. I've gone through the rule books time and time again. I don't remember there being a dynamite option.
There is a developer console, and maybe an Easter egg or two hidden in this thing. No, there's not. There's no dynamite. Nothing in there. But yeah, but on a serious note, I kind of, the first throw is always just a feeler throw. So I kind of just go random on the first one. So I'd probably throw a paper out just given the odds.
Fair enough. I mean, I take the time to calculate my every single move, including the first one. And I am aware of the magic pixel they can click to throw dynamite, referencing the 1998 finals where we had Bobby Lowe versus Airy, and Airy threw out dynamite. Absolutely shook up the competition. But with that, let's get going. Let's see what Crisis Pizza and Spooky have to offer us. Good luck to both of you. Congratulations on making it surprising. But you gotta win it all to really have that bragging rights. You gotta take home first place to have that choice.
Let's do this. Round 8 hype. So excited.
And I'm getting information telling me in my ear that Crisis apparently has not had a new phone for over 5 or 6 years. So Crisis might be in the market here. But Spooky clearly wanted a little bit more in round 1 here.
Yeah, definitely. But, not having a phone or a modern phone, that is the true Crisis.
My understanding, if I have the names right, we have a Rivals of Aether community player, as well as a Pokemon community player. And Crisis firing back, showing that there's still some strength left there.
Yeah, firing right back. Tied 1-1.
I think Spooky and another one. And Spooky's on match point now. If you're in this position, Crisis, you are sweating. You do not want to throw the wrong hand. Ooh, and there it is.
Oh my god. Takes it. Game 5.
What is going to happen? Is it Crisis or Spooky? Crisis or Spooky in the final hour? Crisis!
Oh my god, there we go.
Crisis takes it over Spooky. The Crisis Pizza, our #1 competitor of 218 rock, paper, scissors, Edmonton Direct, Saturday, day 1. Congratulations to Crisis.
Unbelievable play.
Unbelievable, incredible play. Thought the whole way through, took their time, really showed what it means to be an absolute legend of rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of stuff that you dream about. This is the kind of bracket you want to see. The real stuff you really, really spend all your time thinking about is a bracket like this. This is the kind of thing they're going to be writing about in books later on. We're going to see that we're going to look back at the 2082 championships of rock, paper, scissors going, but remember the Crisis Pizza. Remember that.
Unbelievable. That this is the type of moment that you start looking into getting a gold chain of scissors, because that was the winning throw today.
Yeah, absolutely, right. You think about it, maybe that's what your background is on the new phone you got. Now, Crisis, remember to get that screenshot. Spooky, please reach out to both of you. You can reach out to me personally on Discord or through Twitter. At Esports Alberta, we will get in touch with you, and we will let you choose your prizes. And of course, all that, an incredible rock, paper, scissors bracket. But there's one more thing tomorrow. There is another rock, paper, scissors bracket, same time, 2 p.m. MDT, Edmonton Direct, Sunday. I assume we'll see you all there, and make sure you tell your friends.
Unbelievable. Thank you so much. So much fun. Thank you to all the competitors. I
really appreciate you joining us, Scott. I really appreciate it. It's been a wonderful time. This game is incredible, and you are an absolute incredible human being for making it. I've had a phenomenal time. And I believe we will be passing on to Guilty Gear. Accent Core Plus R Finals is the next game up here. So everybody stay tuned. And in just a moment, you'll be watching some incredible Guilty Gear play as well.
Excellent. Thank you.
I'm Adam O'Brien. I'm the founder and CEO of Bitcoin Well. Bitcoin Well is the longest operating founder-run Bitcoin ATM company in Canada. Whether you're a retail customer looking to buy or sell or use Bitcoin, maybe you're a merchant looking to Bitcoin for payment in place of a Visa or a MasterCard or a debit card, or you're a store location, you have a brick and mortar store and you want to host a Bitcoin ATM and earn some revenue and some extra foot traffic that we can provide. We're truly a one-stop shop, and we enable people, and we want to empower people by the power of Bitcoin. It's really bringing an entire society towards financial sovereignty.
Hi everyone, my name is Kristen and you've reached another Health and Wellness Pit Stop sponsored by Explore Edmonton, where we just take a minute to be mindful of moving and take some stress off our bodies. In this pit stop, we'll be going over some overall body stretches that you can do from the convenience of your own chair. So we'll start off with our neck region. Start by going side to side in lateral flexion. Then we're going to move into C-spine retraction. So keep your head in a neutral position and then move your head back. So essentially give yourself a double chin. And then back to neutral. Next, we'll move on to scapular retraction. Bring your shoulder blades together and chest out, and then return to neutral. Again, shoulder blades together, chest out, and then back to neutral. Now we'll be doing some forearm stretches to relieve the tension off the tendons and nerves running up our arm. So hold your arm out like this. Use your other hand to pull your hand towards your body and stretch. And then we'll do the same towards the other side. We'll finish with a hamstring stretch. While in a seated position, place your legs in front of you like so. And then while keeping your back straight, bend forward at the hips. And hold. You should feel the stretch along the underside of your legs. And then back to neutral. Staying in the same position and using the same muscles isn't good for your neck or your back. So taking frequent body breaks and stretching can help to reduce pain, reduce stress, and improve concentration. Thank you for tuning into this Health and Wellness Pit Stop brought to you by Explore Edmonton. See you next time, guys.
Hi, my name is Derek Kwan, and I'm the executive producer at Caldera Interactive, an ethical studio right here in Edmonton, where we make empathy-driven games. Edmonton Direct is an incredible opportunity to celebrate game development and game culture in this city. From esports to game dev at all levels, there's something here for all of you. Our studio could not be more thrilled to be such a big part of it. So follow us on Twitter to hear more about our upcoming cooperative multiplayer game, which we will be announcing in just a few months. So please enjoy the rest of the show.